Hey Michelle, how you doing? Okay, so I got that, the bigger bubble. I got it. Plus, it's the only bubble on the page that's different than the others because it's actually breaking the picture plane. So to me, I think that's a good indication of where it starts. I'm a little more concerned about where it ends, and the reason I say that is because right now we don't know if this is just this cyclical thing. That it could be. Okay, it could be because she's in the middle. So I mean, the viewer could theoretically just think they're supposed to go back and follow this cycle again, which would dilute the meaning, right? So I think that somehow we have to make a connection between this bubble here and her, the final. And I think one really interesting way to do that is to increase your arc a little bit and try and bring this closer to her as we go through the story. So each bubble gets a little closer to her. So we start like this, these bubbles are far, then they start getting closer to her, then they start getting closer to her until we end up with this bubble, which kind of almost leads right into her. I'm not saying, I mean, it's going to be an interesting way to place this, but I think it's definitely going to work. Um, or listen, if you have any other suggestions, or if you can think of another way to tie this with this, then we're in business. Another possibility is to think about what you're going to use to tie these together. I still think it's interesting to use something to tie these together. My idea is this, and I'm envisioning this, okay? So the last scene, she's all beautiful, right? And this is, of course, a color illustration, right? So you've got it colored, and I see these as yellow sparkles. Is that what you're thinking? So we take those yellow sparkles and we kind of duplicate them and we make them much smaller and we use those yellow sparkles, a trail of yellow sparkles that goes like this over back into her. And then you place the illustrations over the sparkles so that the whole thing kind of leads you right to her. Okay. The other thing, and I mentioned this before, is that for me, there should be a frame between this. Let me see. She's at the table. She looks at herself. She sees her hair all ratty. She doesn't know what to do. Okay, in between this and this, just a shot of her ducking into the ladies' room. I think that would work. Here you have her kind of ducking into the restaurant, right? Can we just kind of put the ladies over there and maybe, I don't know how you want to do that. If you want to duplicate that illustration right there is certainly one feasible way of doing it. Just try to change it a little bit, maybe the angle of her head or something. Just write the word ladies right there. Place it between this and this, so that indicates she grabbed the fork, she went into the ladies' room, she's doing her thing, she comes out all beautiful, right? So I think those are really going to make some really tie up some loose ends, so to speak. Um, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this come to fruition. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. Or if I'm not being specifically clear in my critique here, then please by all means feel free to let me know. All right, great job. Thank you very much.